Caring for a baby black kite that cannot yet fly is a noble task that requires specific knowledge and dedication. Since these birds are birds of prey, their development depends heavily on the right environment and nutrition. First, create a safe nesting area. Use a deep box or basket lined with natural materials like dry grass. Keep the bird in a quiet place away from pets and loud noises to reduce its stress levels significantly. Temperature control is vital. Ensure the chick is kept warm but has enough ventilation to avoid overheating. Now, let's talk about feeding, which is the most critical part of their early survival and growth. Baby kites are carnivorous. Their diet must consist of whole prey to provide necessary minerals and calcium. You mentioned mice and chicks. These are excellent choices because they contain bones, fur, and feathers. However, for a young bird, you must chop the meat into small, manageable, bite-sized pieces. Never feed them only pure muscle meat like beef or pork, as this leads to metabolic bone disease. Use tweezers or tongs to offer the food. This mimics the mother's beak and prevents the bird from biting you. Dip the food in clean water before offering it to ensure the baby stays hydrated without needing to drink. Feed the chick every 3 to 4 hours during daylight, and always ensure its crop is empty before the next meal. As the kite grows, training becomes the next priority to prepare it for a life of freedom in the wild. Start by encouraging branching. Place a low, sturdy wooden perch in its enclosure for gripping practice. When the bird begins flapping its wings vigorously, it is building the pectoral muscles needed for flight. Encourage movement by placing food a short distance away, forcing the bird to hop or flutter toward it. It is crucial to minimize human imprinting. Do not pet, talk to, or play with the bird like a pet. If it becomes too attached to humans, it will never survive in the wild and may approach people dangerously. Gradually introduce larger pieces of prey. Eventually, offer whole mice or chicks so it learns to tear meat. This behavior is instinctive but needs to be practiced daily to sharpen its beak and talon coordination. Hygiene is also paramount. Clean the nesting area daily to prevent infections from leftover food or droppings. Exposure to natural sunlight for short periods is beneficial for bone health, but always provide shade. Once the kite can fly short distances indoors, move it to a larger outdoor flight aviary if possible. This helps it adjust to weather conditions, wind, and the sights and sounds of the outside world. The final goal is release. Monitor its hunting ability by hiding food for it to find and catch. When the bird is strong, fully feathered, and wary of humans, it is ready to be returned to nature. Choose a release site far from cities with plenty of thermals and food sources for black kites. Your hard work and careful feeding will give this magnificent raptor a second chance at life in the sky. Patience is key. Every step from the first bite to the first flight is a miracle of nature in progress.